Hey everybody, Jared here at eTrailer. Today I want to look at the Holley Rack's destination bike racks for two bikes here on our 2020 Infiniti QX80. Now this bike rack itself is very light. It was very easy to get into this 2-inch hitch here, which by the way it does come in an 1.25 inch, class 1 and class 2, and also that 2-inch bike rack. With a weight capacity of 35 pounds per bike, you can get most of your decent sized bikes in here. Probably not going to get your carbon frame, of course, because it mounts to the frame itself, and also not a lot of those e-bikes. But to get two bikes to and from the trail, this is a good bike rack. Let's take a look and see how this bike is mounted on this bike rack. So if we look at the back here, we can see that it is a ratcheting arm system that pulls down through this section here in order to tighten it up. One thing I do like about this is the idea this rubber piece here actually wraps all the way around the ratcheting arm and helps secure that bike there without really doing a lot of harm to the wheel finish here. So if we move up here, this is the frame mount. It is connected to this mast here. It will go up and down, and I'll show you that in a little bit here, but the same kind of system. It has this rubber spot back here, and if you push this through here, it also ratchets it down and tightens it. Moving up to the front, similar to the back, it is secured onto here via this ratcheting strap here, and also, again, this rubber piece here is going to secure it into place. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take it off and see how we remove it. So pushing that forward, we can go ahead and lift this up. Get that out of the way. And come to the back here. Same thing. And push that up. That'll loosen this strap. And we can slowly pull it out of there. Get that out of the way as well. Now coming up here to the mast, we'll go ahead and then push that forward while holding on to the frame itself. I'm pinching it towards the mast. Get that out of the way. And let's remove the bike. Simple lift. And out of the way the bike goes. Now with the bike out of position, let's take a little bit closer look at these straps. First of all, to the front here. Again, as I said, this is a nice long loop to accommodate a decent sized tire width, which this maxes out at a tire width of 3 inches. So this will slide back and forth to accommodate the wheelbase, so you can actually pinch this against your wheelbase and through the ratcheting strap here. And that'll pull tight, nice and tight against it. Okay. And it will move a little bit to accommodate different wheel depths. Up here, if we look at the mast itself, okay, this here actually rotates not just back and forth here, it'll also rotate in a 180 position. So any type of odd configuration that the frame is in, you can go ahead and mount that however you need to. Again, same exact thing. This will go through this position here. Has this nice pull tab here for you to pull on it. Same concept here. It does have the rubber to help with that contact in the frame, and inside here too, nice rubber pads on each one of these cradles. This mast itself is actually collapses. If you twist this knob here, loosen that up, pull that up out of the way, there's a latch that will actually move out of the way, and I can move this mast back and forth, whichever it's easier for me to accommodate. We'll keep that there for the moment and come back over here to the back post. Again, same as the front. Position out of the way. There's that rubber slide we talked about. This rotates itself to accommodate for different wheelbases. Now, talking about the mast here, what I like to do for storage purposes when we don't have bikes on here is go ahead and put these two mounting straps on top. This will secure nice and sound down here. Take that backside of your carriage here. Go ahead and crank it down. It's nice and secure there. So when you do not have bikes on here, that's out of the way. With that mast lowered and secured out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at how much clearance we have between the Infiniti hatch and our bike rack. As you can see, there's plenty of clearance here. This is going to allow you to get in and out of here. It's nice and spacious back here, which will allow you to get your bike helmets, anything you need for your adventures, really, bags and such. Let's go ahead and close that up. As the Infiniti there is taking its time closing. Let's go ahead and get a measurement to see how much extension you have with this bike rack on your vehicle. Now the QX80 is a decent sized vehicle, but again, it's going to add a little bit of length to the end of it. So I would suggest that from the bumper to the back point here, it's going to be about 26 inches. It's going to add 26 inches to the back of your vehicle. While we're here, let's go ahead and see what clearance we have in this configuration. From the light reflectors down, we have 21 inches. So with that clearance, you have to realize that as you go up steep inclines, such as driveways or hills, all right, as the front tires go up, the back tires are going to go down, and you got to be wary of that, just in case it might hit the back of the road or whatnot as you're going. Since it does add that little bit extra space back here, let's see if we can make it more compact and lose some of that extra length. We're going to go ahead here. We're going to pull this pin, and then this rotating bolt here will come out. Luckily, it has this nice latch here in order to keep that standing still, so we don't have to worry about losing it, especially when we're out and about. We could rotate it up, and as you can see, we've already created a much more compact space here. But even though it's more compact, it's still going to add a little length to the back of it. So let's see how much we've gained. From the bumper to the front of this now, we are approximately 7 inches away from there, which gives us plenty of clearance here. And as long as that mast is secured in spot, it won't swing and hit your vehicle. Now, we still have a little bit in the back here. So if we look from the bumper to the very back, which is now the end here, the outside part of this Holley Wood Racks bike rack, it's about 16.5 inches. In this compact configuration, let's go ahead and get a clearance level here. All right, we are at 25 inches from here. Now this is a 9-inch raised shaft, and with this shaft here, it's actually 1.25 inches, which goes here into this 2-inch adapter. And then, of course, that 2-inch adapter is going to go in our 2-inch hitch here, hitch receiver. It is connected here with an anti-rattle bolt. And on this side, there's a nice little lock here. Some final thoughts on this bike rack. It is a nice option that is very lightweight to get 2 bikes to and from your destination. That was a look at our Holley Wood Racks destination bike rack for 2 bikes here on our 2020 Infiniti QX80.